Time for another renovation update at the farmhouse. Let's go on inside and take a look around at the progress. Changes this week are a little bit smaller as we pan around into the dining room. The noticeable difference there is the plumbers have run some of the PEX to where the bathroom vanity is going to be upstairs. So that plumbing has been completed. And then over here, you can see that the wall has been framed in to separate the living room from the hallway. And the floor, there was a difference in elevation here in the floor right in front of the basement stairs. And that has been addressed. So believe it or not, there's like a 3/8 inch difference in floor level from one side of that doorway to the other, but you'd hardly notice it in the way that the plywood has been shimmed, and there's no bounce in it whatsoever. As you look at these stud framed walls, you can probably see all of this plywood in here between the studs, which you wouldn't normally see if you were looking at conventional stick framing. Now, this has been put here by the contractor as blocking so that a railing could be added to this wall later for balance or anything like that, so that there could be a railing added and you can screw into that blocking, not needing to worry about, finding a stud or anything like that, because the spacing of those studs right there is actually non-standard 16 inches because of the way they were doing the work to support this beam when they were replacing this section to deal with that fire damage. So because of that, rather than rip out and redo, these just ended up being spaced, close together. Coming into this downstairs bathroom, I don't think I mentioned this in a prior video, but that's just looking at the storm window there. The regular window came out because being next to a shower, which here's the alcove for the shower, the window actually needs to be a tempered glass window according to code. So the old window has to be replaced with a new window here. And so that's what's going on there. As we look here into the shower, you can see that the mixing valve and the plumbing up to where the shower head will be has been installed. And as I pan around the bathroom, notice there's a bunch of that blocking here in the walls. That has been placed there for towel racks, toilet paper holder, as well as the higher blocking there in the wall is going to be next to the toilet for a rail beside the toilet. So again, contractors taking care of making sure that there's something firm to screw into when we're mounting all of the towel racks and everything. Standing in the living room now, as I look up, you can see this new large doorway opening here, and you notice that there's blocking up top here toward the inside. Now that has been put up there because the intent with this door opening is actually to make a sliding barn door. I'm going to build that myself and hang it later. That will be able to slide open, and that's the reason for having these walls sized the way they are. There's enough space there to slide a door open that basically meets in the center of this opening. And the blocking up top is there so that, again, I don't have to worry about finding studs when I'm hanging the track for that sliding door. Essentially, I'll have solid material to screw into all the way across. So again, a nice convenient thing, and that sliding door will allow this room to be closed off if we ever want to close it off. Now, most of the time we anticipate this will be open, but it'll be nice to have that ability to close it if we ever desire. Standing at the top of the stairs, framing has been put in to separate the master bedroom from the top of the stairs landing area. There was originally a closet there, so now that's going to be closed in. And then here we can see the bathroom, and actually you can see, just like downstairs, we've got the plumbing there for the shower, the mixing valve up to the shower head. And like I showed down in the dining room, there's the PEX coming in for these two right here. That's going to be the vanity, and the one over there is going to be the water line to the toilet. Now this window is another one that, due to code, needs to be a tempered window. So this window is also being replaced, and in the process the wall is just going to butt out to cover up the plumbing for the vent there, which is now concealed in the corner. And in the last video, I didn't explain this properly, I don't think, but this is all part of the vent. So this is going to be the vent for the tub, and actually down in the dining room is where the drain will come in. So there is an inlet for the drain down in the dining room, but this is part of the vent, goes up into the attic and then connects over to the main vent pipe, which is right behind me as I'm standing looking at this now. So again, that's the progress in here. In the master bedroom, the big thing that happened this week is that brace that was there came out, and this doorway opening actually has been framed in. This is just going to be a pass-through opening. There won't be a door there. And then some 2x studs have been put there to frame out that particular wall so that sheetrock can go on it. And if we come up and move through this pass-through, the other thing is the ceiling is getting framed in, and actually there is a difference. Let's see if we can see. There's actually a difference in elevation between all of these ceilings. So there's actually just going to be a little bit of a bump there because the ceiling that was in the closet was a fair amount higher than the ceiling that was in this bedroom. And so they're just framing that down. That was the easy way to do it, to make that be able to be sheetrocked. And there'll just be a minor transition in the level of the ceiling here right as you go into that pass-through. Otherwise, you see there's some blocking there for towel racks and such, as well as through the bathroom, behind the bathroom door. You can see that there's blocking for towel racks and things like that. So again, very, very convenient. There will be solid wood to screw into for hanging towel racks and things like that throughout all of the new construction area. So that's really, really nice. So that's the summary of this week's progress. Things are moving along well so far, and it's really starting to take shape in terms of the framing being in for the new configuration, which really helps kind of visualize what the space will be like, and that's pretty exciting. Looking forward to seeing more changes and more things going in within the next week. Pretty soon there'll be rough electrical going on. There'll be insulation happening up in the attic, and HVAC happening as well. So all that kind of coming up within the next month or so. So a lot to look forward to.